You tend to get what you focus on. And if we only focus on a few more things that we needed to focus on rather than things that we are kind of wanting to focus on, it'd make life a lot easier. Take, for example, I don't know, someone who goes to a hypnosis training. Just bear with me on this one. I know it's a little out there. But if someone were to go into a hypnosis training, well, what would they want to focus on? You know, their improving skill, perhaps? Something they did right. Perhaps they want to focus on their identity as a great hypnotist. So that even if they mess one or two things up along the way, that's not a big deal. They're too good for that. It's just like, oh, it happens. You know, even the greatest performers in whatever field, they have their off days, they make mistakes. And it's not really a question of whether or not they make mistakes, it's more a question of what they do with them, how quickly they recover, and what they learn from them that makes them great. Does that make sense? So I'm going to encourage you to take on that mindset of greatness, which is not so much about making mistakes or not, because let's face it, I can guarantee you one thing. You're going to make mistakes, a lot of them, over the next 10 days. And I'll guarantee you another thing. Once you leave here, you'll make even more mistakes. But the real issue really isn't whether or not you make those mistakes. It's what you do with them once they come. Does that make sense to you guys? So one way to kind of find out or what to do with them is create a contrast. Contrast is a great way for the mind to make sense of things. Anyone ever here see Jurassic Park? You know? And then you have the big dinosaur, you can only see movement, right? Well, we're actually pretty much the same, in the sense that we can only distinguish things by distinguishing them from something that is not. It's a contrast that's going on, whether it's on a subtle level or not. So the contrast I'd like you guys to make over the next few days is just from what you're doing now and what you want to be achieving now. That's it. It's as simple as that. To help us make the contrast, we'll start off slowly and build up. So the way this morning's going to go, it's going to be, you know, how many people have trained with me before? So you'll be relatively familiar with the process we'll be going through. We'll start off with some instant inductions and so on. So you'll be relatively familiar with that already. We're going to use it as a baseline. We're going to start putting things a little bit different in there as well. That's going to allow us to use our skills differently later on. Then as we start evolving it, we'll start building the skill in a slightly different direction. So by the time we come on to tomorrow, the day after, you'll be in a completely different country, let alone city. Will that make sense? Will that be fun to do? So as always, the first thing we need to do is get ourselves into the right mental space, shall we say, for being great hypnotists. And to do that, what I'd like you guys to do is just stand up for me for a moment. And in the great tradition of hypnosis trainings, I'd like you to go around and just meet everyone in the room. Be friendly, be conversational. You might even want to be a little hypnotic. Right? And, you know, when people meet, they basically, you know, ask a couple of normal questions. Who are you? Right? That's the normal question that people ask each other. Right? What do you do? Right? What do you do? Where do you come from? That sort of stuff. Why are you here? Right? Those are standard kind of questions that people ask each other. Now, you can understand these questions in many different ways. Who are you is more than just your name, right? So if you feel like exploring those other levels, then by all means do so. The key thing I want you to focus on, though, is watch people as they answer. Just notice what you notice. Notice how the person you spoke to first is different to the person you speak to second. And see if you can notice those differences. In other words, what is the contrast from one to the other? How are they behaving differently? How are they answering differently? Now, the other thing, can you keep up with more than just two things like that? The other thing that I would like you to do is also focus on what the reasons for coming here are. And the reason for that is, you may have realized I'm a big believer in stealing, right? Stealing in the sense of stealing people's inspirations, aspirations. So someone might be here for a reason that's just so amazing, you go, oh my God, I've got to take that, right? And even though we're in LA, and this is the heart of the music district and all the rest of it, believe it or not, you will not get arrested for stealing someone's inspiration. It just grows. The CD said, you might get in trouble for that, but as long as they stick to their aspirations, you're in good shape here. So, I'd like to go around. I'm going to give you guys, there's about 100 people in the room, so you'll probably be enough for 8 minutes to meet everyone in the room, right? 8 minutes to meet them all? So take about 8 minutes to meet everyone. Ask them these questions. Spot how they behave differently, how they sound differently as you go across different people, and notice if there's anything that they have that you'd like to steal. Not physical objects, please. Off you go.